Hi, you guys. Welcome back. It's Monday, and there's a line right down the center of my screen. Sorry about that. Okay, so last week we started word problems, and the word problems have an X and a Y in them. So what we're going to do is we're going to now talk about word problems again, and it's always like, how many of something am I going to buy? How much is it going to cost? That's the kind of problems we're doing, and these are so relatable to real life. This is all over the place. If you have $20 and you walk into Taco Bell, you need to know how many tacos can I buy? How many burritos can I buy? So this is a really good real life application, and you will definitely need it in the future. So here we go. The elimination method is what we're going to use. We're going to cancel out a variable. So I'm going to have equations that are in the form of ax plus by equals c. And then what I need to do is I need to have like another system that's maybe like negative ax plus by equals c. And what happens is I add these two equations, and that's how I get something to cancel out. So let's start and let's talk about Adriana and April. Okay. Adriana and April are selling cookies and cupcakes for a school fundraiser. All right. Adriana sold 5 cookies and 8 cupcakes. So let's underline what's important. 5 cookies and 8 cupcakes cost $78. That's what Adriana did. So let's write down what Adriana did. Now, instead of X and Y, I think sometimes it's really helpful to use like the letters. But cookies and cupcakes both start with a C. So let's do K equals cookie, and P for cupcake equals cupcake. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to write an equation just for Adriana. And then you're going to have to write an equation just for April. So here we go. Adriana sold 5 cookies. Cookies are K. So here's Adriana's AGR. She sold 5 cookies, 5K, and plus sign. 8 cupcakes. Cupcake is P, for a total of $78. All right, what about, now let's read April. April sold 2 cookies and 7 cupcakes for a total of $54. Okay, so my first equation with Adriana looks good. April sold 2 cookies and 7 cupcakes for $54. So April has her own equation. April, APR. 2 cookies, cookies is K, and 7, and plus sign, 7 cupcakes, cupcakes is P, for a total of $54. All right. So now, when you look at it, this is a system. AX plus BY equals C. But I'm using P and K. Well, the problem is that I don't have anything that can cancel. 5 and 2 can't cancel, and 8 and 7 can't cancel. So I need to make either the 5 and the 2 both the same number, or the 8 and the 7 both the same number. Remember the lesson where you were watching me teach in the classroom and I was by myself? This was like the week after, or the first week that online learning started. This is the lesson I'm talking about. I need to make both of the variables the same number. I think that I could make both of the 8 and the 7 of 56, but those are such big numbers. Let's look at the 5 and the 2. What number do 5 and 2 both go into? Like a big number. So 10. If I made them both into a 10, then they would be 10s, and I could cancel them out. So how do I'm going to have to make one of them a positive 10 and one of them a negative 10. Remember how before I'd always multiply the top equation by a negative? Okay, so that means that if I'm going to make a 5 into a 10, All I care about right now is making the 5 into a 10, a negative 10. What do I multiply 5 by to get negative 10? So it's like 5 times what equals negative 10? Did you say negative 2? I hope so. So I'm going to put a negative 2 on the outside of this equation. What am I going to multiply 2 by to get a positive 10? 2 times what equals 10? Because this is a negative 2. Make sure you have that negative. I'm going to multiply this whole bottom by a 5 to get a positive. So here we go. I'm going to have 2 new equations. I'm allowing you to use a calculator for this one, okay? Go ahead. My son wants to say hi to you guys. No, you just talk to them. You can put your hand there and show your hand. That's Logan. Logan, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Logan's 8 years old. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to multiply the top equation by a negative 2. Negative 2 times 5, negative 10k. Negative 2 times 8p, negative 16p. And then you're going to do 78 times negative 2. And that's going to get you negative 156. Okay? Next, do April's equation. Multiply everything by 5. 5 times 2k, 10k. 5 times 7p, 35p. Then 54 times 5. You guys can have a calculator. That's okay with me. 54 times 5 is 270. Okay? So now I've made my 2 new equations, and I need to add them because my k's are going to cancel out. Check this out. My k's need to cancel out. So negative 10k plus 10k, 0. Negative 16 plus 35. Remember, the signs are different, so you're actually going to subtract these numbers. 35 and 16, negative 19p. Then negative 156 and 270 is what? Oh, it's not negative 19p. It's just positive 19p. Hold on. Okay. So 19p equals 114. 270 minus 156. Then I divide both sides by 19, right? And it does go in evenly. Put in your calculator, 114 divided by 19. Okay, I got that p equals 6. But what does that mean? You have to understand what your answer means in math. Otherwise, there's no point. So the question asks, find the cost of each. P is cupcake. So if I'm supposed to find the cost of each and I got that cupcake was 6, the cost of a cupcake, cupcakes cost $6. Okay, now I'm not finished because I need to now solve for cookies. This P is your 6. You need to plug 6 back in to one of your original equations. You pick whichever one looks easiest, remember? The bottom one has smaller numbers, so let's pick that one. 2k plus 7p, p is 6, equals 54. Equals 54. Okay, great. Now simplify. 2k plus 42 equals 54. And this stuff should be just, you know what to do. You should not be waiting for me to write the answer and then just copying off me. This is just a normal equation that you're solving for k. Combine like terms. Subtract 42. 2k equals 12. Awesome. K equals 6. Cookies are K. Cookies. 6 is my answer. We're finding out. Find the cost of each. Cookies cost also $6. Answers must be in complete sentences. I'm going to do one more. We're only doing 2 word problems today, and we're going to do 2 word problems tomorrow. Okay? And I hope you're with me. Your homework is going to be the third page, but I'm only going to assign some of them for you. Okay? The first 3 is what you're going to have homework on today. Okay? So here we go. Doesn't matter if I'm talking about cookies or cupcakes, tacos or burritos. Now I'm going to talk about CDs and DVDs. John bought 3 CDs and 2 DVDs for $44. He then bought 2 CDs and 4 DVDs for $56. Okay, so let C equals CD, and then let D equal DVD. So we're identifying what our variables are, okay? Now, John is the only person in this word problem. It doesn't matter if it's one guy or if it's 2 guys. John made 2 purchases. The first purchase had 3 CDs, and plus 2 DVDs. And he spent $44. 3 CDs and 2 DVDs for $44. Then his next purchase was 2 CDs and 4 DVDs for $56. All right, so, sorry. All right, pardon me. Now, should I make, because I got to cancel out a variable, remember, elimination method. Should I make both of these a 6 or should I make both of these a 4? Well, one of these is already a 4. So let's make both of these a 4. And let's make the top one a -4. So what am I going to this is the hardest part that students have. What am I going to multiply 2 by to get this number to become a -4? Only going to multiply the top equation. I want this 2 to become a -4 because then I can cancel out the D's. I hope you said -2. Here we go. I'm not changing the bottom. So let's write the bottom again. And I want you to do your multiplying on the top. Distributive property. -2 times 3c. -6c. -2 times 2d. -4d. Yeah, there it is. It's going to cancel. -2 times 44. -88. So these are my 2 new equations, right? Add them. I don't know where to put my plus sign, right there. Negatives, go straight down. -6 plus 2, -4c. -4d plus 4d. Nothing, it canceled, right? -88 and 56 is -32. Good, it goes in evenly. Solve for c. This is 4 times c, so I do the inverse operation. Divide both sides by -4. c equals 8. So CDs cost, oh, you can't even see it. I'm sorry. CDs cost $8. All right. Next. I know what C is, but I don't know what D is. So I pick one of my original equations and I plug 8 back in for C. So pick the thing that has the smaller numbers. Like the top one looks like a 3, a 2, and a 44. Those are smaller. Here we go. 3C, 8, 3 times 8, plus 2D equals 44. Okay, so 3 times 8, 24 plus 2D equals 44. Solve for D. 2D equals 44 minus 24. 2D equals 20. Solve for D. D equals 10. $10. DVDs cost $10. Okay, so I'm just doing those 2 examples for notes today because we're already at 15 minutes. And I'm pretty sure that your focus is probably like done, right? So your homework is page 3, 1, 2, and 3. Let me give you a little heads up. C is going to be CD. T is going to be tape. So if I get these set up for you, that should help you. Burgers and fries. B is a burger. Fries. F equals fries. Number 3. A theater sells 3 adult tickets and 2 children's tickets. A equals adult. C equals children's. Okay? And just because it says like 3 adult and TWO, I mean, that's still 2. So don't get confused by that or let that bother you at all. All right, your homework tonight is 1, 2, and 3. And you are taking a picture of it and attaching it, posting it on Google Classroom. This is due today, Monday at 8 p.m. Okay? 3 problems that you do on your own. Tomorrow, I'm going to finish the notes, number 3 and number 4 of notes, and then you'll have 4, 5, and 6, and that's going to be Tuesday's homework. So tonight, you're doing 1, 2, and 3. All right? Bye, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.